Well, Diddy rejects his plea. That was official yesterday in court. Apparently, he was in good spirits and unfazed by the upcoming trial that starts next Thursday, I believe. Jury selection is Monday through Wednesday. And this is not something that's shocking. So they expect him for him to reject the plea.
Oh, sure.
So they expect him to reject the plea. It's necessary for them to offer a plea, and because this makes it more difficult if he loses the case in the future for him to appeal. Because if they don't offer a plea and his lawyers don't tell him about the plea, he has the right to say, I was not informed of all of my options, essentially. So this is no surprise that he said, I am pleading not guilty.
Yeah, and also because I think he absolutely believes that he's not guilty, which I think is going to be a very uphill battle. And his chances, based on everything we've talked about for the last year plus, would indicate.
Right. And then, who's going to be called to testify? Some people are, as far as celebrities go, people are saying J-Lo might be called. You might have other names floating around: LeBron, Kevin Hart, Chris Brown, and who knows who else.
I think less important will any celebrity be to this particular story, despite we are talking about blind items. So the blind items would have you believe there's a lot of celebrities quaking in their boots. And I don't doubt that there's some fear and trepidation. But I think ultimately the worst thing for Diddy is going to be the accounts given by the actual victims in this case.
Yes.
Because their story, their testimony is, I think, what's going to matter most to the jurors. So.
Right. So I can't believe that it seems like this has been going on forever, but it's actually going to begin.
Yeah. And we'll be talking about it as it unfolds.
Yes.
We certainly will be.
So make sure you've liked and subscribed and you click that bell thing so you get the notifications whenever we publish a new video.
Yes. The bell.
The bell.
Oh, by the way, also, if we're doing housekeeping.
Yeah.
We asked people to do something yesterday, and man, they did. Do you remember what we asked?
We asked them. Oh, go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, well, a publication ship, once it's moved on, what is it?
Did you see how people, they got all sorts of ideas.
Yeah.
What do we like?
True man.
That was my favorite one.
Really?
Yeah.
There were some other good ones. I should have written them down.
But we hear you and we see you. Okay.
And
well,
we need something other than publicationship. Sorry, Dawn.
Sorry. I just, a pub lub.
No.
True pub lub. Wasn't that at one point yesterday?
Pub
lub.
We're working on it, kids.
We
thank you for your input.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, we asked you guys, what do you want to be called? You want to be called bats? You want to be called itemizers? Those are the top two that I saw. So
when did you guys ask that?
Maybe you were on a cruise.
Oh, you asked it while I was gone.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe.
It's hard for me to remember.
Yeah, I don't remember that being asked either. So I don't know.
What?
Maybe they just started.
Maybe you guys just started talking about it.
Well, okay. So if you want me to pull back the curtain, yesterday we had a meeting outside of the actual episode where we talked about.
We do have meetings about this.
Where we asked about asking the audience, but I didn't know that.
But in advance, people had already started to name themselves. Maybe that's what it was.
Got it.
What about
if you have
those two together and being blindomiters?
Blindomiters?
Well, you said itemizers.
Yeah.
Blindomiters.
Mike,
I don't know.
That's why where we're free. Okay. This is like a brainstorming session.
There are no bad ideas in a brainstorming session, Bradley.
That doesn't mean I can't have opinions. Because this is a show about opinions. But if you guys do have opinions, that's a great question, Dawn. If you guys have opinions about what we should call, what are you making a face about over there?
I was speaking to
them. You were being salty and sassy, and I can see you. But if you have ideas about what blind item-ers should be called, we're here, man.
Let's do some of those blind items and get into this juicy bits of gossip with the names left out. Let's see how it goes with this first one here. Another person this week is normalizing open discussions about their contract relationship. This time it's the A-list musician giving us specific details on a timeline when the publicationship will be coming to an end, with this climbing up the list TV and movie actor. So another person this week is normalizing discussions around a contract relationship. This time it's an A-list musician giving us the specific timeline on when the publicationship with the climbing up the list TV and movie actor is coming to an end. So we've got an A-list musician.
And this is referencing, we talked about somebody else sort of speaking openly about their publicationship.
Yeah, earlier this week, Sam Asghari was basically like,
right.
yeah, my relationship with Britney was all Hollywood. Now I'm in a relationship that's true love. Like that's actually built around love and not the business. So this is somebody else this week who is normalizing those open discussions about a contract relationship.
Is this singer or musician a man?
No.
And
So
what
it's
kind of
A-list musician giving us the specific timelines on when their publicationship with a climbing up the list TV and movie actor will be wrapping up.
climbing up the list TV and movie actor? Are we familiar with that climbing up the list TV movie actor?
Definitely, yes.
Oh,
Is he foreign born?
Yes.
he's a foreign born climbing up the list. It's not Sam Asghari.
It is not.
This
TV
isn't-
and movie actor.
Okay. All right. So it's not Callum Turner and Dua Lipa?
Nope.
Because that's the True Love one.
That was the one that apparently
True
has
Mance.
become a true man's.
Yeah. All right.
At least
Is
for
the
her.
singer foreign born?
No, I do not believe so.
So
Let me
American
make-
singer, foreign born actor.
Yes, you're exactly
Okay.
right. American singer, foreign-born actor. Who's
Female
climbing up the list.
American. Well, and the actor is climbing up the list. What does that mean?
singer
Like
is-
have they gotten awards recently, or they're just trying to get a lot of attention?
They're going from a modestly known name to
Mhm.
more of a household name because of roles.
Because of roles. And they're
And they're a TV and movie actor.
TV current like streamer. And it's not like Barry Keoghan, obviously, because he's well known. Okay. TV.
But this is Barry Keoghan a year ago or 2 years
Because
ago.
of Sabrina Carpenter.
Nope.
But
I'm
like that,
referencing
yes.
like
Yeah,
this
yeah.
type of actor
Yep.
where he's at right now,
Yeah.
how he's grown. That's
Right.
akin to
Yeah.
what Barry Keoghan went through in the last year.
Okay. All right. So
streamer. He's on a streamer. Is it a hit TV show?
Yeah.
White Lotus?
Nope.
I mean, I think of all the shows I'm watching right now.
Yeah.
Righteous Gemstones?
Nope.
What else is hot? Is it on Max?
Nope.
Netflix?
Yep.
A hot Netflix show, Dawn. What are you watching?
nothing right now. But Stranger Things is a Netflix show, so it is Stranger Things. Is it?
Joseph
Okay.
Quinn?
Joseph
Yeah.
Quinn?
Oh,
Okay.
so it's Joseph Quinn and Doja Cat.
For the second time
Yay!
this week, we are starting
Wow.
to normalize discussions on people being open about their contract relationships. It was Doja Cat giving us a specific timeline and details on when her publicationship will come to an end with Joseph Quinn. Whether she tried to or not, I don't know what she was doing, but when she was live on Twitch, did you guys see the story?
Mm-mm.
No.
She was live on Twitch and she commented and basically said, I'm going to be single in 3 months or so.
Oh.
And guess what? Exactly 3 months to the day of when she said that is when the Fantastic Four drops.
Oh,
So,
my gosh, yes.
The publicationship, maybe one of the reasons why those two are together, it drops literally days after
Now-
if you go 3 months in advance.
These are the two they like drop. Didn't he drop into her DMs or she did?
She
to
dropped
him?
into
She
Yes.
loved
a
it.
coast. Yeah, she dropped into one of his co-stars DMs
Yeah.
and said,
Oh,
"Hey,
that's
you
right.
know,
Yep.
so what's
That's
his
a
character?
long
It's like
publicationship, though,
months
right?
and something. That no,
2
they
years?
actually didn't actually get together for the first time until late last year. I don't think.
Oh, okay. But like that narrative has been. I mean, like the DM thing that
Yes.
was years ago.
Correct.
Okay.
Because what was his Eddie Munson was his character's name, right? I think So I don't think that was actually confirmed until like August of last year. It looks like, but the drop in was in like 2021 or 2 or
Yeah.
something.
The blinds
Which
were on
ended
it.
up just being all made up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus, I mean, wasn't he really young at that time?
Yeah, I do remember there being a creep factor.
Now she
Oh.
is 2 years younger than he is, but I mean, his character at that time would have been. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
He would have been.
I thought he was one of the older brother characters.
Oh, I have no idea. I've never seen the show. Maybe he was older brother character. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I don't know, but that story's been around a lot.
It has been.
Again, the blinds have been on it. Stick with us, kids.
So there you go. Speaking of publicationships, this A-list veteran publicationshipper from a former manufactured music group nearly blew her chances at the big award. She was informed that if she didn't stop talking, she wouldn't be getting it. 6 months of silence, and there's the nomination. Ooh. This A-list veteran publicationshipper from a former manufactured music group nearly blew her chances at the big award. She was informed that if she didn't stop talking, she wouldn't get it. 6 months of silence, and there's the nomination.
I believe, was this for a Tony? And it's Nicole Scherzinger.
Oh, good job.
But I don't know why she quit. What was she quit talking about?
She, and ironically, he's also back in the news because he's just showing up for his trial. She, on social media, I believe, liked a post from Russell Brand talking about, you remember when Russell Brand had his kind of like come to Jesus moment, and then also was maybe supporting
his look over here moment,
some politics and things. And she liked one of those comments and then got drug into the political and all the other backfire that maybe was a wildfire that was around that. Sounded like people weren't very pleased with it. And that's the last time we heard from Nicole since late last year.
Okay.
Yeah, and to be fair, she's been focused on that show, and by all accounts is amazing.
Sunset Boulevard.
Yeah.
It's apparently fantastic.
I really want to see it.
Do you have thousands of dollars?
Do you need thousands of dollars?
Probably. Round trip and eating out.
Sure.
And
Jamie is in New York this weekend. And I think he's seeing a show. It is not that show because he's with kids. So I think he'll probably be seeing something fun.
Yeah. It sounds amazing, though. Like, it sounds what they've done with it is so, like, stripped down and not like a big glamour thing. Like the movie, it's actually like she's just in, like, grays and blacks, and it's, like, almost black box theater. So that, to me, is super interesting.
If you are in and around New York and the St. James Theater, balcony seats start at $55. Pretty nice seats, can run all the way up to $380. So it's up to you.
And then you just go to that ticket place.
Yeah.
You know?
Ticket place.
What's that ticket? Is it called
It's TKT.
TKTS. TKTS, right in Times Square, right?
Yes. Or we got a tip from Paul McGuire Grimes that you can just, which he hosted while you were gone a couple of days. He goes to New York a lot. He said that sometimes you can just go up to the box office and go, hey, I really want to see this show. Is there any way that line was really long that you could find a ticket for me?
Oh, it's good to know.
Don't be
Pro
scared.
tips.
Well, let's keep it in New York with this next blind item and maybe these next couple of blind items. Speaking of those particular awards, this A-list actor is not so quietly blaming his higher on the list co-star for the recent snub. Speaking of those awards, this A-list actor is not so quietly blaming his higher on the list co-star for the recent snub.
I mean, I think this could be for Othello. Is it Denzel and Jake Gyllenhaal?
We've got an A-list actor blaming his higher on the list co-star. So who would it be? Blaming who?
Denzel.
Jake blaming Denzel.
Jake blaming Denzel. Yes. So according to the blind items here, speaking of those awards, Jake Gyllenhaal maybe is not so quietly blaming his higher on the list co-star, aka Denzel Washington, for the reason of their recent Tony snub.
I wonder. Ooh, that's a real salty blind there.
But why?
I don't know.
He's not a.
There's been talk around the worlds of review and of movies and of this, not movies, but of this show that maybe Denzel is being outperformed a bit by Jake Gyllenhaal. Okay. Maybe one's a little more committed to it than another. Maybe one knows their lines a little better than the other. I don't know. I'm just reading the tea leaf. I'm reading the blinds here.
Which, you know.
So I don't know.
Also, this was Hollywood's year.
Yes.
On Broadway, much to the chagrin of veteran Broadway actors.
Right. I'm sure they're like, get all these people out of here.
I'm sure it's a blessing and a curse because I'm sure with all of the, hubbub, they're also getting a lot of, networking opportunities with celebrities because I'm sure some of them want to go to Hollywood.
Right. Right. And
and it also probably brings a lot of attention to the show that you're in that hopefully will keep going. So,
or just shows in general, going to shows,
Yeah.
having people think of that as a
Sure.
major form of entertainment.
Yeah.
You know, because so many actors have had their shows closed like 3 days after they start.
But if you
know?
want to be a lead, I guess for the people who would like to be leading persons in shows on Broadway who are not Hollywood celebrities, which is admittedly a very small population, those actors are probably
Not
little
happy
bummed.
that they're losing out to
Yeah.
major celebrities.
Well, let's again not go too far from that last blind item with this
is a
one
very
here.
Tony Award-winning blind item.
It was solely the decision of this A-list singing actress to shut down her show after it didn't get nominated, specifically her not getting nominated. Everyone else wanted to keep it going, but the show can't survive without the actress.
Oh.
One more time with that blind item here. It was solely the decision of this A-list singing actress to shut down her show after it didn't get nominated, specifically her not getting nominated. Everyone else wanted to keep the show going, but it can't survive without her big old name tied to it.
I'm assuming this is not like a life story show because
It is not.
it just wouldn't be able to continue anyway without the person, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
I can't remember what.
A-list singer?
Singing actress
Singing
is how
actress.
it's laid out.
Actress.
Is she younger?
I mean, give me a age range.
Under 30?
No.
Okay.
Is it a show we all know? It's like
I don't think so.
okay.
Oh,
I think
okay.
while we were hearing about all of these other big named Hollywood actors and actresses, that maybe this one
Ooh, this is going to be tough.
got
It's not
lost.
like Sarah Bareilles.
Nope, but I will say it shouldn't be that tough considering this is somebody who is traditionally more associated with Broadway than Hollywood,
Oh, okay.
despite the fact that she's had a ton of success.
It's a wig.
It's not her.
It's a wig.
What's her name?
Leah Michelle?
Yeah. Okay. Remember?
Yeah.
Shh.
Oh, I know. That thing she did. It's a wig.
Like
Mike's
12.
like,
Oh, I remember.
Okay.
let's see. All right. So who else? Is this someone that was in Mean Girls?
No.
Okay.
Not Lindsay Lohan.
Nope.
Who's on
Or
Broadway right
Amanda
now?
Seyfried.
This is somebody who, again, more known for Broadway, despite having a very big role in a massive franchise.
Oh.
Very big role
Not
in a
Beanie
massive
Feldstein.
No.
franchise.
In a franchise, like a superhero franchise?
Nope.
Like a Bond franchise?
Star Wars?
Nope.
Supernatural?
It's supernatural.
Like
sure.
Lord of the Rings?
No.
Are we talking about an Avengers movie?
Nope.
Oh,
Okay.
Harry Potter?
Nope.
Oh my gosh.
It's supernatural.
This individual
sure.
that she plays is magical, though.
Oh. Oh.
Elizabeth Olsen?
Not superhero, though.
Well, I would okay.
Who is
Gosh.
magical? Oh, it's not like Ariana Grande, Cynthia Erivo, Wickedy?
Wickedy.
Wickety wickety whack.
But what, Mike?
She was in Wicked.
Oh.
Michelle Yeoh?
Who was in Wicked?
She was in Wicked, and she was in Wicked.
She was
Adele Dazeem?
Adele Dazeem.
Adele Dazeem.
She was in Wicked and she was in
no.
Wicked.
You get what I'm
Why-
saying?
well,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
got it.
She, and of course, the franchise I was referring to was Frozen.
Oh.
Darn big franchise
Yes,
for
thank
Idina
you.
Menzel is the name or the correct answer for this one. She was had a show called, and now of course it has slipped here. Redwood. Redwood was the name of the show,
I don't know
and
that
it was announced after the Tonys were announced that show is going to be coming to an end in 2 weeks.
And she's like, I'm out of here.
Oh,
According to the
gosh.
blind item, it
Okay.
was solely the decision of one Adele Dazeem. who decided that she was going to shut down the show after she did not receive a nomination. Everyone else wanted to keep the show going, but she was like, no thanks, and they can't do it without her.
You know, she's a diva, maybe.
Sure. Yeah.
And if you're big on Broadway,
I mean, she's so amazing. So it has to be.
Let it go. That's what she said when they're like, are you sure you don't want to stay?
Oh,
Let it go.
She was the biggest thing ever. I mean, that voice. Ooh, so good.
Can't hold it back anymore.
Please don't stop.
I know you're being polite.
I'm not. I
appreciate it.
It was wonderful. So there you go. You got that one. Nicely done. Let's keep rolling on. We have left.
Here I am, and here I'll stay. Dawn. When
No,
the storm.
I didn't see it. I've never seen Frozen.
Cold doesn't bother me anyway.
You
What?
have never seen Frozen?
No, I haven't seen any Frozens.
What is wrong with
Second
you?
one's
I don't
better.
know.
I think you have homework to do.
I got a lot to do. I'm on the
Mike,
second
Frozen's
season of
not at the
Traitors.
top of
In the
list.
comments,
I'm not
does
going to.
Dawn
Yeah.
need to watch Frozen?
I've been on the Frozen ride at Epcot.
That's a good start. You got
It's
a
pretty
good
fun.
grasp of what the movie's about.
I mean, I know every little kid sang it like 9
No,
years ago.
you
or 10.
don't know.
I mean, I know about the story. I know what happens.
She gets it.
I get it.
I really.
I'm watching Traitors season 2.
That's a better choice.
No, it's not.
It's a great show.
Frozen.
Anyway,
Bradley, you need to let it go.
Okay.
This permanent A+ list actor knows what the agreement is with the A- list foreign-born actress, but that doesn't mean he is not giving it all with his recruiting push. This permanent A+ list actor knows what the agreement is with the A- list foreign-born actress, but
down.
that doesn't mean he's not giving it all with his recruiting
Let him
pitch.
get it out.
I just wanted to tell people what we call them.
Carmus.
Kramus.
Carmus.
Kramus. Tom Cruise and Ana de Armas.
Kramus.
What were our other options?
Oh, well.
Tarmus.
Are we?
Tana.
Tana.
Yeah. None of those sound as creepy as Kramus.
De Cruz. De Cruz?
De
De Cruz is pretty.
Daruz?
De Ruse. Anyway, Carmus on it. Fill in the blank.
Full-on recruiting push from one Tom Cruise. He knows what the agreement is, and so does Ana de Armas, but that doesn't mean he is not giving it his all. For those wondering, and we haven't talked about them in a couple of weeks, we did see them out and about again in London. Tom was flying her in his helicopter because that's his move. Just a little reminder for those who need the reminder. The end of this month
Yes.
is the 8th Mission Impossible film,
Yes.
The Final Reckoning. And then 2 weeks later is Ballerina, another massive blockbuster, or at least wanting to be blockbuster movie starring Ana de Armas. This is the true definition of a publication.
So what
Yes.
you're saying is we'll probably stop seeing these publicity helicopter tours after her film premieres.
Correct.
Yeah.
And his.
Also,
She always has her dogs with her to protect her from Tom Cruise.
and it just makes total sense. You're not signing up for Scientology at this point
That's the other side of this.
as an Ana de Armas.
Yeah.
No.
And because she's an April Taurus, I know this. Because I am an April
Yes.
Taurus.
Yes.
And so I feel like I am her.
Yeah, we talked about this on the
I
rest
just
of our
discovered
radio
that
show.
because she just had her birthday,
Yep. That's
Right.
why they were
which is
flying.
why she was flying around. And I was like, I kind of feel like I know her. She likes the whole being fancy thing.
Yes, fancy.
She's here for like the publicationship side of it, but she is not here for being under the thumb of anyone, much less an entire Church of Scientology.
Yes,
Just saying.
but you would never let Tom Cruise fly you around in a helicopter.
that's true.
You told me you don't trust him as a pilot.
It's not that I don't trust him. I don't trust anyone. I have a very, what's the word? Sober, skeptical view of helicopters. Like planes, I'm fine. Helicopters, I'm not fine. I don't feel like I could just get in a helicopter.
Yeah. Yeah. I get that.
I
Do
trust Tom.
You'd get in a helicopter.
I've done
You
a
would trust
skydive out of a helicopter.
Yeah, no thanks. Zero chance.
I just know there's no way I love myself as much as Tom Cruise loves Tom Cruise. So
Yeah, he's not going to crash.
I
Yeah, but
trust
he's
him.
also got, you guys, no, just don't.
Now,
He's
Harrison
got-
Ford, I'm not getting in a plane with. But Tom Cruise in a helicopter, I'm all in.
The amount of ego can make people make bad decisions.
You think he's like running his hand through his
He's
hands
like, I can
through
do
his hair
anything.
and going hi and looking over her a lot and like, uh-oh, there's a mountain.
Well, let's hope neither of those things ever come to pass. But if they
It
do,
shall come to pass.
we will talk about them in the blinds, which you can listen to Monday through Friday on myTalk on the radio, or download us wherever you get your podcasts. Like and subscribe, leave a review there, please, and thank you. Tell your friends about it. But we're also on the YouTube where you can watch all this magic unfold and see our fabulous fashion choices. It's called
Blinded by the Item.
Okay, whatever. Take.
Blinded by the item.